Please subscribe.
Meet the new Passat. It's equivalent to the old Passat, for the most part. Volkswagen pulled the wraps off the 2020 Passat car not long ago, appearing an invigorated look and very little else. The refreshed model highlights the equivalent underpinnings and innovation as its antecedent, a stage that goes back to 2011. Volkswagen is banking enthusiastic about the new look, better apparent worth and its notoriety to bring the new Passat to this .5 update, trusting the normal client doesn't have a clue or care about the rest. We stated, okay, we should keep the vestige stage, VW Group of America CEO Scott Kyo said in a meeting not long ago, and center around the things the client sees and communicates with. That is the structure, the style, the look, the vibe. In some way or another, I guess we ought to be cheerful that VW is as yet dedicated to playing the medium-sized car game by any stretch of the imagination. The US advertises slanting more toward SUVs and hybrids consistently and, as per the automaker's figures, car deals are down almost 10% for the business and about 8% at VW alone. Where a few organizations are basically leaving the fragment, VW is essentially sticking with it. More torque, less proficient in the engine, the Passat is pressing the equivalent 2.0-liter turbo 4 motor as in the past, by the main motor choice accessible in the States. Despite everything it makes 174 pull, yet, shockingly, gets a knock to 206 pound-feet of torque, 22 pound-feet more than previously. The 6-speed program transmission likewise returns, sending capacity to the front wheels as it were. With more torque, the new Passat can hustle from 0 to 60 miles per hour a large portion of a second speedier than previously, which is a simply scholastic improvement that you'll scarcely see over the 8-ish second 0 to 60 dash of its antecedent. You may, in any case, see the slight decrease in mileage, which is assessed at 23 miles for each gallon city, 34 miles per gallon parkway and 27 miles per gallon consolidated, down around 2 miles per gallon no matter how you look at it versus a year ago. Configuration changes for as much that is the equivalent inside. The Passat's outside update goes somewhat over your essential mid-cycle revive. VW says that basically the entirety of the sheet metal underneath the rooftop has been reshaped somehow or another for 2020. All things considered, the greatest changes you'll see are the new front and back guard plants in the now standard projector headlamps, multi-portion daytime running lights and back taillights, which are all LED lit up. Another tornado line wrinkle runs along the Passat's flank from the nose to tail, bringing a touch of notoriety and flavor to this maturing vehicle. There are likewise new wheels, which presently start at 17 crawls for the base model with discretionary 18s and 19s on the menu. The new look includes about 1.7 crawls of length, basically all front shade, and around 50 to 80 pounds to the control weight, contingent upon trim level and hardware. Well, being in Logitech 2020 model year Passats now come standard with forward pre-crash notice with person-on-foot location, auto braking help and post-impact braking. However, the greater part of the well-being innovation is to a great extent unaltered from the past age. One new element is the expansion of parking steering assist framework to the rundown of alternatives. Accordingly prepared, the 2020 Passat can identify and control itself into parallel or opposite parking spaces with the pinch of a catch. The remainder of the alternatives, including the additionally standard vulnerable side checking, back cross-traffic alert and a back camera, fill in just as I recalled from a year ago's Passat. My cell analyzer is much completely stacked with discretionary versatile voyage control, path continuing directing help, stopping separation sensors and programmed high pillars. Inside, the car's cockpit gets an upgrade that to a great extent echoes the outside. Another investigate the regular old engineering. My Passat cell highlights a reshaped dashboard with wood complements. Dull dark-colored cowhide trim for the seats loan the large and attractive, if not a smidgen fundamental, appearance. In any case, Up front in that reshaped scramble is the equivalent 6.3-inch rendition of the MIB2 infotainment suite as in the past. In our current reality where even the conservative Golf can be had with a muscular 8-inch show, the Passat screen feels minor. Being founded on a more established stage, the Passat likewise comes up short on Volkswagen's digital cockpit. In any event, it supports Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and MirrorLink as standard highlights, yet generally speaking, the Passat's Logitech suite is kind of a bummer. The driving experience is fundamentally indistinct from the past age, or, in other words, it's fine. The power conveyance is okay. The ride is agreeable enough and the Passat is a genuinely calm cruiser. It is anything but a terrible driving encounter. It'll get you where you're moving with negligible object, yet there's no character, no bliss. There are a couple criticizes to address. The seating position is clumsy. The guiding wheel isn't focused with the driver's seat, it sits around 2 inches inboard, which is somewhat tranquilizing once you see it. I was additionally irritated that I couldn't tilt the wheel as low as I prefer. These aren't new issues, yet vestiges from the past vehicle. Very little more for your cash at any rate. The new Passat is a marginally preferred incentive over its antecedent. Redesigned trim levels have the 2020 Passat going from a base S model coming in at $22,955, a similar cost as a year ago, regardless of increasingly standard gear, to the line-beating cell model's $31,095. Those costs are, obviously, before a $930 gold charge. In any case, the new Passat is just actually a superior worth when made a decision against its ancestor. That offer wavers when different automakers enter the discussion. A Honda Accord is increasingly costly, yet offers a significantly more fulfilling driving experience than the maturing Passat with the progressively premium Lodge. Kia's Optima and the Hyundai Sonata additionally offer an incentive for the dollar that settle on the Volkswagen an extreme decision to legitimize. VW is by all accounts supporting its wagers for the fair-size vehicle fragment. On one hand, it wouldn't like to leave the section uncontested. On the other, it doesn't see enough an incentive in the contracting and progressively focused space to legitimize speculation or even improvement. The outcome is the 2020 Passat. It's fine, yet it could be so much better.